This conversation is powered by Google Illuminate. Check out illuminate.google.com for more. So Windows 11 for gaming, is it all hype or is there real substance behind the marketing?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Early reviews were mixed, to say the least.
Mix is an understatement. Remember the AMD Ryzen CPU issues? A real roller coaster, man.
Absolutely. But Microsoft and AMD worked hard to fix those problems. The question now is, what's the lasting impact?
Right. And what about the new features? Are they game changers or just shiny bells and whistles? Let's start with performance. Did Windows 11 actually deliver on its promise of being the best Windows ever for gaming?
Benchmark tests suggest it's more of a lateral move than a giant leap forward. Generally comparable to Windows 10, you know.
So, no significant performance boost? That's a bit disappointing considering the marketing.
Exactly. Unless you're specifically leveraging features like direct storage, the difference is negligible for most users.
Speaking of direct storage, how significant is its impact? Is it a must-have?
It's a game changer for load times, especially with NVMe SSDs. But it requires compatible hardware and game support. It's not a universal upgrade, unfortunately.
So it's a future-proofing feature more than a present-day benefit for many. Then there's VBS, virtualization-based security, a significant performance hit for some games, I understand.
Yes, disabling DBS can boost FPS, but that compromises security. It's a trade-off users need to consider carefully.
A classic security versus performance dilemma. No easy answers there.
Precisely. It depends on the individual's priorities and risk tolerance. Some gamers might prioritize performance, others security. Yeah.
Let's shift gears to the new features. Auto HDR sounds interesting. Is it as good as it sounds?
It's a nice touch, especially for older games. It adds HDR where it wasn't originally present, enhancing the visual experience. But you need an HDR monitor.
Makes sense. And DirectX 12 Ultimate is a real step up in graphics technology?
It's the latest iteration, offering ray tracing and other advanced features. But again, it depends on hardware compatibility. It's not a magic bullet.
So it's more about future-proofing and supporting advanced graphics capabilities rather than immediate, noticeable improvements for everyone?
Exactly. It's about preparing for the next generation of games and graphics.
The Xbox app integration seems pretty seamless. Is it a significant improvement for gamers?
For Xbox Game Pass users, it's a huge plus. It streamlines access to games and cloud gaming. For others, it's less impactful.
So it's a feature that caters to a specific segment of gamers.
Yes, it's a significant benefit for those already invested in the Xbox ecosystem.
The 24H2 update brought a bunch of changes. Anything particularly noteworthy for gamers?
The improved update handling is a welcome change. Smaller downloads and faster installations are always appreciated. The native 7 zip support is also handy.
Beyond gaming, what other updates stood out?
The updated File Explorer with tabs is a significant improvement for productivity. The new Energy Saver mode is also a welcome addition for laptops.
And what about the sudo for Windows feature? Is that something gamers should be aware of?
It's a command line tool for privilege escalation, useful for developers and advanced users. Not directly relevant to most gamers, though.
So mostly under the hood, improvements and quality of life enhancements. Let's talk about upgrading. Are the system requirements a significant hurdle for many?
Yes, Windows 11 has stricter requirements than Windows 10. Some older systems won't be compatible.
So it's not a simple upgrade for everyone?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Users need to check compatibility before upgrading.
And what about the long-term support for Windows 10? Should people wait?
Windows 10 support ends in October 2025. Users could wait for more mature Windows 11 updates and wider game support, yeah.
A sensible approach for many, I'd say. So, to wrap things up, is Windows 11 worth the upgrade for gamers?
It depends. If you have compatible hardware and want the latest features and visual improvements, it's a worthwhile upgrade. But for pure gaming performance, the games are marginal.
A nuanced answer, but a fair one. Thanks for the insightful discussion. Let's delve deeper into the Auto HDR feature. How does it actually work? Does it impact performance?
Auto HDR uses AI to analyze the game's visuals and apply HDR effects. The performance impact is generally minimal, but it can vary depending on the game and hardware.
Interesting. What about the DirectX 12 Ultimate features? Can you elaborate on ray tracing and variable rate shading?
Ray tracing simulates realistic lighting and reflections, while variable rate shading optimizes rendering performance by focusing on areas of the screen that need more detail. Both contribute to more immersive visuals.
And what about the long-term implications of direct storage? Could it lead to significant changes in game development?
Absolutely. Direct storage could revolutionize how games are designed and loaded, potentially leading to larger, more detailed game worlds with faster loading times. It's a significant technological advancement. The integration with Android phones is also noteworthy. Being able to use your phone's camera as a webcam or easily transfer files is a convenient addition.
Let's revisit the performance concerns. Are there any specific games where Windows 11 performs noticeably better or worse than Windows 10?
It's difficult to pinpoint specific games as performance can vary based on hardware, drivers, and other factors. However, some users have reported improved performance in certain titles with direct storage enabled, while others have experienced minor FPS drops with VBS enabled.
So it's a case-by-case basis rather than a blanket statement of better or worse performance?
Precisely. Individual experiences may vary significantly.
What about the future of Windows 11 gaming? What can we expect in the coming updates?
We can expect further optimizations, improved compatibility with more games, and potentially new features that leverage the capabilities of DirectX 12 Ultimate and Direct Storage. Microsoft is likely to continue focusing on enhancing the gaming experience on Windows 11.
So it's a continuous evolution rather than a one-time release.
Absolutely. Windows 11 is a platform that will continue to evolve and improve over time.
So in conclusion, Windows 11 offers a compelling upgrade for gamers, but it's not a revolutionary leap. The decision to upgrade depends on individual needs and priorities.
I agree. It's a significant update with many new features, but the performance gains are not always immediately apparent.
That was a great discussion.